is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
But if I could give advice to the planet, it would be don't marry for looks alone, going either way. And I'll tell you why. In a few years, if Barbara's boobs start to sag too much, there's a place you can go where they can just lift them right back up where they were, and they can move the nipple wherever they want them. You can actually go to a titty bar, pick out a set of titties, and say, I want those titties on that woman right there. If her belly gets too big and she doesn't want to work it off, you can go get a tummy tuck. They'll give you belly looks like a cheerleader. You know, if your eyes go bad, you can have LASIK surgery and they can give you 20/20 vision at any age. If your hearing starts to fail, they can put a device in your ear that'll make you able to hear as good as you could the day you were born. But let me tell you something, folks. You can't fix stupid.
Oh, yeah, I know all about the FCC. They will clean up all your talking in a manner such as this. They will make you take a tinkle when you want to take a piss.
And they'll make you call fellatio a trouser-friendly kiss. Here's the plain situation. There's no negotiation with the fellas at the freaking FCC.
They're as stuffy as the stuffiest of special interest groups. Make a joke about your bowels and they order in the troops.
Any baby with a brain could tell them everybody poops. Take a tip, take a lesson. You'll never win by messing with the fellas at the freaking FCC.
And if you find yourself with some young sexy thing, you're gonna have to do her with your ding-a-ling. Cause you can't say penis. So they sent this little warning. They're prepared to do their worst. And they stuck it in your mailbox hoping you could be coerced.
I can think of quite another place they should have stuck it first. They may just be neurotic or possibly psychotic. They're the fellas at the freaking FCC. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Oh my.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Man, it is so cool to be back together with these guys doing this, you know? Because this is a group where I know I fit in, you know? Because the way the world is now, you can be part of a group and not even know you're a part of a group until you read about it or see it on TV. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. My wife and I, we love watching like Dateline, 2020, those shows. But you know how every week they will feature a disease. And I swear to you, every week, no matter what the disease is, my wife has it. There'll be 3 people on the planet that have this disease. My wife is one of them. She just watches it going, I've got it. I have every one of those symptoms. I'm like, you do not have testicular cancer. You don't even have testiculars. But they made us such a bunch of paranoid nuts, you know, because when I was growing up, there were 2 medicines in the world. You had aspirin and camphofenique. That's all there was. Now there's so many medicines. They got this prescription stuff that they advertise on TV, and I swear, half the time, the side effects are 50 times worse than what the medicine cures. Like, try Try new FloraFlor. For itchy, watery eyes, it's FloraFlor. Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, water weight gain, lower back pain, receding hairline, eczema, seborrhea, psoriasis, itching, chafing clothing, liver spots, blood clots, ringworm, excessive body odor, uneven tire wear, pyorrhea, gonorrhea, diarrhea, halitosis, scoliosis, loss of bladder control, hammer toe, the shanks, low sperm count, warped floors, cluttered drawers, hunchback, heart attack, low resale value on your home. Feline leukemia, athlete's foot, head lice, clubfoot, MS, MD, VD, fleas, anxiety, sleeplessness, drowsiness, poor gas mileage, tooth decay, parvo, warts, unibrow, lazy eye, fruit flies, chest pains, clogged veins, hemorrhoids, dry heaving, and sexual dysfunction.
This is a song for the ladies. But fellas, listen closely. You don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Sometimes you got to make some love and fucking give her some smooches too. Sometimes you got to squeeze. Sometimes you got to say please. Sometimes you got to say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna screw you gently. I'm gonna hump you sweetly. I'm gonna ball you discreetly. And then you say, hey, I brought you flowers. And then you say, wait a minute, Sally, I think I got something in my teeth. Could you get it out for me? That's fucking teamwork. What's your favorite position? That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you. What's your favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. And then I'm gonna love you completely. And then I fucking fuck you discreetly. Fuck you! And then I fucking bone you completely. But then I'm gonna fuck you hard.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
And I was ready to go ahead and actually click on this other channel here where Philip would be if he was on the show tonight, but family emergency, he is not going to be on tonight. And I don't know, Eric went missing in action. We had that one good show on Monday, and I don't know what's going on. He hasn't checked his messenger in like 3 hours, so he might be out and about. And, there's a whole bunch of backstories on everything else. Trust me. It is a Solo Jones program for me. It is the Charles Richardson Show on a Friday, June the 17th, 2022. And it is Friday, everybody. It's Friday. Oh, really? That doesn't work anymore? Wow. Whatever. It's just a lot of things ain't happening the way they should be. Did I get kicked off Facebook? I probably did. I probably did.
Even though my world is
I
can see
the spectrum light.
feeling stronger, feeling free.
Yep, they kicked me off. And the reason why I see this is because, SME released the claim on your video. Go fuck yourselves. Honest to God. Honest to God. Everybody literally can go fuck themselves. All right. We're back on Facebook, and we are live on over a dozen internet radio stations all over the world. We want to say thank you very much to them. Thank you very much for carrying the Charles Richardson Show for as long as you have. And for those people that are just coming back, apologies. Apparently, somebody went ahead and had a claim against my video, and then 1 minute later released it. But, once again, got to go ahead and restart the goddamn feed. Ugh. Like I was saying, Philip is a no-show. Yeah, the family emergency. Karen, not here. Eric, our new guy, apparently is not here. Obviously not here. He hasn't checked his private messenger for about 3 hours now. And as far as everybody else, well, let me bring you up to speed on everything. COVID has hit this household again. Yeah. COVID hit the household again, so my wife has it. But now this time, my kid has it. Go! So both my wife and kid have it. They are sharing a bedroom. I am sharing the couch to nobody. I am on that. Let's put it this way. I think I can count the number of hours I've had of sleep on my hand for the past couple of days. It has not been good. So Alyssa not in studio, even though she wouldn't be in studio here until the second hour anyway. No guests today. I am flying solo. So if you want to go ahead and chime in, the number is 813-699-5353. I have topics ranging from WWE, which if you haven't heard, and even if you're not a wrestling fan, you should have probably heard by now, hush money being paid to keep a undercover scandal, undercover affair locked down. So Vince McMahon has removed himself from said role of CEO and has now appointed his daughter, Stephanie McMahon, who about a month ago went ahead and, I need to spend time with my family. Basically, in real terms, I'm getting the hell out of here because something big's about to go down. And it did. So, Stephanie now obviously apparently has spent enough time with her family to go ahead and say, all right, I'm ready to go back to work here. Make me CEO. So until this investigation is over with, she's interim CEO. I want to say hey to Delisa, Deborah, Beth, and Sylvia. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. You're on the chat. You can join in and chime in on the chat as well. We are on Facebook on the Just for Fun Radio Network, and we are also on the Charles Richardson Show page, and we are on YouTube. At the YouTube, go ahead and search for The Charles Richardson Show and subscribe. I need subscribers. Subscribers would be good. And, you know, if you got the time, go ahead and share the show. If you like it, of course. You know, if you don't like it, I wouldn't expect you to share it anyway. So, but Laura just chimed in too. Laura says, hey. Sylvia saying, hey. Delise, she actually chimed in before, says good evening and happy Father's Day to all. Yes, that's right. Father's Day is this Sunday along with Juneteenth, which, by the way, I like, and if I could pick one holiday over the other, and it's not by race, it's just because they get paid. Juneteenth and Father's Day are on the same day, Sunday. Now, obviously, it's observed in most companies on a Monday, but, hey, I get paid. I'll take that over Father's Day any day. Even though I am a dad, even though I'll go ahead and I'm not going to get pampered. Come on. Father's Day is just another day to say, you know something? We're going to get you a Hallmark card. It's not even going to be a good Hallmark card. It's going to be the $1.99 Hallmark card. You know, see, I get paid for Juneteenth. I get paid $23.04 an hour. I'm going to go ahead and get paid a full 8 hours on Juneteenth. I like it. Beats the hell out of the $1.99 Hallmark card. You know, even a $5.99 Hallmark card. Because I don't think there is a such thing as a $1.99 Hallmark card anymore. I mean, it used to be. This is one of those cheap ones with, like, you know, a really, really shitty artwork on the front, and you open it, it has like a one-line saying and a whole it just, I mean, it looks like a $1 card. That's it. It looks like a $1 card. Probably you get at the dollar store. It's not even Hallmark. It's Hellmark. It's like an off-brand. Hellmark. So, I like Juneteenth way better because I get to get paid for it. I get paid for it, ladies and gentlemen. What do tell me if you had to pick between the holiday of Juneteenth and Father's Day, and they both land on the same day? I would take Juneteenth because I get paid holiday leave. That's what I like. I like that much better. And you dads, listen, you can go ahead and ride the Father's Day holiday train all you want. I'm sure it's great. But when they land on the same day, I'm choosing Juneteenth over Father's Day any day. And again, this has nothing to do with race or anything that what these holidays stand for. One pays, one doesn't. I will take the one that pays. That's all. Like the phrase that pays, I'll remember that fucking phrase forever, and I'll make sure I get paid for it. So, listen, I'm running solo right now, so if y'all want to reach in, it's 813-699-5353. We got topics going through here, so I'll go ahead and lay them out for you. If you want to chime in on anything, go ahead. Of course, the gas prices are rising like crazy. And Joe Biden says he wrote a letter to oil companies to do us a solid and cut costs for Americans. Is that it, Joe? Is that all you're going to do? Just write a letter? Write a letter? You stupid son of a bitch. You really think they're going to go ahead and lower prices, crude prices, because they want to save Americans money? They hate us over there. They hate us. No matter what brand of oil you want to get it from, you get it from a country that they hate our asses. They hate us. So, trust me, we ain't going to go, we're going to write a letter. Mr. Biden, what do you plan on doing about oil prices and gas prices?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and write a very, very stern letter to the people over there at the oil companies. And I'm going to use it with an old-fashioned typewriter. And I'm going to mail it. I can't mail it first class because I'm fucking cheap like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and mail it the snail mail. It should get there in a couple of months. So hopefully they'll go ahead. All of our American people that use gas, hopefully they'll see some relief before winter. So that's what I'm saying. A strongly worded letter. They will get the point because I'm Joe Biden, and a strongly worded letter means as much as me taking a shit and mailing it and setting it on fire on their steps. Fisher Price actually has recalled some baby rockers because of infants dying. These rockers that are supposed to kind of like give a smooth rocking motion to kind of relax the infant and make him go to sleep. Well, 13 of them went to sleep and never woke up. I guess it did the job too well. So it's called the Fisher Price Infant to Toddler Rocker or Newborn to Toddler Rocker, and they're recalling them also. If you want to jump in on that, we can. Anybody that's used any of these, if you can, give us some insight. There's a man who blames rough sex after allegedly beating and strangling his pregnant girlfriend to death. At this point in time here, I think safe word is something you probably want to, at least negotiate before said sex acts. This is in Texas, so, everything's bigger and badder in Texas, so we have to keep that in mind, too. There was actually a state trooper over there in Indiana who pulled over a man driving a motorized Walmart car on an interstate. Listen, I know you're supposed to stay to the right, but I'm just saying that's just crazy. A motorized Walmart cart on an interstate. What type of heroin or what type of booze is strong enough to make you that delusional that you can take one of these things and go home on the goddamn interstate? Are you crazy? I mean, listen, we all know there's stupid stuff on here, and this is not from The Onion. This is actually from a state news website. This is not just like the New York Post or anything like that, where they've seen Bigfoot 10,000 times, but they can never identify him. Like I mentioned, WWE, Vince McMahon is going ahead and stepping down as CEO from the company. Now, this is the biggest news because in 41 minutes, WWE SmackDown will be airing live on Fox, and it's been announced that McMahon will make the appearance to open the show. Didn't say what he's going to talk about, didn't say what he's going to say, but he is going to make an appearance, and apparently there is a big announcement going on. There's bets going on that says Vince is hanging him up. He's retiring, selling the company, whatever the case may be.
he's going to make an announcement tonight in about 40 minutes on WWE SmackDown Live on the Fox Network. Not Fox News. Your regular Fox Network will be handling the WWE SmackDown. Anybody that's a Reese's chocolate or peanut butter flavorturian, I should say, I don't know the other word. If you're a fan of Reese's, let's put it this way, you need to have some of this. This is a chocolate and peanut butter bite. Is a huge Reese's Pieces cup. There's actually a freaking Reese's Pieces cup pie. Now, this is not a news article. This is just something I saw. Like, oh my God. I mean, it just diabetic coma in a pie. That's what I need. Tell me where I can get this. Because I need to go say, I need some sleep, honestly. So if I need to do it through a coma, I'll do it through a coma. Here, let's do. This is kind of a lighthearted little article here in regards to the Reese's. Hershey's Chocolate World Vice President Suzanne Jones said the wait is over. Reese's Stuff Your Cup is coming to the biggest cities in the U.S. This is actually a challenge, by the way. This is a match made in chocolate and peanut butter heaven for people to go ahead and build their best-looking peanut butter cup. We're inviting Reese's superfans to make their dreams come true in a whole new way by creating their very own 1 pound Reese's cup. Reese's cup, a 1 pound Reese's cup. Where do I sign up for this? Whether you love a sweet mix-in like Reese's Pieces or a salty kick with potato chips, this is a unique and personalized experience that caters to every single chocolate and peanut butter lover. So everybody's like, what is this Stuff Your Cup? Well, this is a brand new experience that invites peanut butter lovers to make their own personalized 1 pound Reese's peanut butter cup creation featuring authentic Reese's peanut butter cup butter directly from the factory at Hershey, PA. Next, guests can select from a wide variety of delicious mix-ins like candy, including mini peanut butter cups like Reese's Pieces, marshmallows, cookie bits, and much, much more, including potato chips. Last but certainly not least, a Reese's tasteologist will fold the mix-ins into a peanut butter, peanut cup butter, and then put all the peanut buttery deliciousness into an oversized chocolate shell. Each customizable 1 pound Reese's peanut butter cup is $24.95. Now, you can do this between now, June 13th is when it started, all the way to September 2nd. Fans can enter for a chance to have their very own ultimate creation featured on the menu in both Times Square and the Hershey's Chocolate World locations, and receive an official diploma from Reese's University and a free Reese's Stuff Your Cup treat. All they need to do is share a photo of their creation and tag Hershey's Chocolate World on their Instagram or Twitter with the hashtags of Stuff Your Cup Creation or hashtag sweepstakes. And the official rules are on another website. I mean, it's basically just, going to have a lawyer take a look at that. But $24.95. Listen, I'll just stick with my Reese's Pieces because they have a double. They have plenty of different varieties of Reese's cups that I like. I mean, listen, I don't need to go in there, shove a bunch of chocolate or fudge or marshmallows and other shit on there to go ahead and enjoy my Reese's Pieces or my Reese's cup. I don't need to do that. Sylvia's making me jealous right here. I'm eating a Klondike Double Down chocolate cone. See? Right there, that just makes me jealous of you. Now I want one. I don't even know what the hell a Klondike Double Down chocolate cone is. I know what a Klondike bar is, and I always used to hear that commercial. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I know exactly what I'd do for a Klondike bar. I'd buy one. That's it. I don't need to go ahead and do any type of creepy shit. I just go to the store and buy one. Now, if they were on short supply, chances are they probably would melt, and I wouldn't want one anyway. So when you really think about it, it was a kind of perverted commercial back in the day where Klondike was trying to go ahead and say, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Like, how nasty and disgusting do you need to be to go ahead and do a Klondike bar and to do what they want you to do for a Klondike bar? So
Klondike Double Down Chocolate. I'm going to take a look in that and see what it is, because apparently it's an ice cream cone made out of Klondike bar. I mean, that's what it seems like. It's a Klondike bar. Laura's going ahead and making her own comment, a strongly worded email. It's not even an email. I don't think Biden has that technology, Laura. I think it's going to be a letter. He's going to put it. He's actually going to lick the envelope closed, stuff it in the outbox of the White House, and hope to God it reaches the oil companies before time runs out. And when does time run out, actually? I don't think it ever does run out. It's sad. It's sad. But that Reese's, I don't know if I'd want to spend $25 on just creating my own thing. Because what if it sucks? Honestly, what if it sucks? I don't trust myself to make this type of stuff. I don't trust it. You know, you're going to put a bunch of goodies. See, that's the other thing, too. You go to an ice cream shop. All right, even better, racetrack. Racetrack usually it's called the swirl, I think it is. So what you do, basically, is you take a cup, you go ahead and get your ice cream. Now, they have like a good 12 flavors of ice cream, some mix-ins. Well, actually, all of them are mix-ins, but you can do individuals. That's not the hard part. You know, I can choose my ice cream. That's fine, because I usually want to get like a fat-free or a low-sugar ice cream, which they have a couple. That's it. So I get my fat-free or low-sugar ice cream. I go ahead and put it in a bowl. And then right across from the ice cream pumps is all your toppings. And I freak out. Like, what toppings do I want? And it's like you have a different variety of nuts. You have different variety of like candies, gummies. And it's like, I never understood gummies on ice cream. I never got it. So obviously gummies, I know I'm just going to stay away from. I just, because you're biting into the gummy while biting into ice cream, and if you ever bite into ice cream, I'm sorry, it's unless I have like major cavities or something, it freaking freezes my jaw to no tomorrow. I mean, that's just what it's. I don't want to bite into ice cream. I want to, with Klondike bars, it's bad enough because you have to break that shell, but I try not to go too deep. It's like, okay, I bit it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and suck the ice cream down. That's all I'm going to do. But it's like all these toppings, all these nuts, all these sauces. You get the strawberry filling, the hot fudge. You have the caramel. You got these nuts, the peanut butter, the peanut nuts and stuff like that. You got the Jimmies, the little mini M&Ms. You got the little kisses. It's like I would never trust myself. I mean, I'll go with the basic that I know I like, and that's it. So if I'm going to pay $25 to go ahead and do a 1-pound Reese's peanut butter cup on my creation, I can put whatever toppings I want. That's just way too much pressure. It really is. $25, that's like, I need to make this thing perfect. And if it's not perfect, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself. So disappointed that I just spent $25 on something that's average. $25 on something that sucks. $25 is a lot for a peanut butter cup. I'm telling you. It's a lot for a peanut butter cup. So it's honestly, it really is. It really is. Yes, Sylvia, if you could share the show, that'd be great. We'd love the people to share the show. Right now, it is just a solo show for me. Right now, it's just me, myself, and I. You want to chime in? It's 813-699-5353. Line is open. Nobody's calling in today right now so far. So if you want to go ahead and do so, love to have you. Love to talk to you and tell us what's on your mind. So we're talking briefly this first topic in regards to the peanut butter cup. Now, this thing, like I said, you can go ahead and do this all the way to September 2nd. Now, where is this at, actually? I'm kind of wondering here. I'm the biggest city in the world. So it's probably in LA. So, yeah. Oh, no, I take that back. It's going to be in Times Square in New York. So if you're living in New York, hey, listen, you're right there. You're ready to go. You're ready to rock and roll. That's what I'm saying. Reese's Stuff Your Cup Challenge. $25 for a 1-pound peanut butter cup of your making with all your toppings that you want in there.
Like I said, too much pressure for me. You want to go ahead and do you by all means be my guest. If you're in Times Square or you're close to Times Square, go for it. Go for it. Those of you just tuning in, we got a DoorDash guy who apparently did not like Chick-fil-A very much. So much so, he goes ahead and shoots an employee over a milkshake. In Philadelphia, the police took a delivery driver into custody after a shooting sent a fast food employee to the hospital. Looks like that person survived. Police told WPVI in Philly that a delivery driver working for DoorDash got into an argument with an employee of a Chick-fil-A because the driver believed a milkshake was missing from the order. They said a 17-year-old was shot even after employees had agreed to make the missing milkshake. Like, hey, listen, we screwed up. Relax. Give us a second. Let me get the milkshake and be on your way. Now. Want it now. Bang. Well, the 17-year-old was taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound to the leg. So hopefully it didn't sound like it hit anything major, but still, getting shot's not fun. Police told another station, WCAU, that surveillance cameras outside the Chick-fil-A recorded the shooting, and officers found a spent shell casing outside the restaurant. The police chief inspector, Scott Small, told the station, we're pretty confident we'll be able to identify not only the vehicle, but the shooter involved in the incident. Great. Police told WPVI again that they had taken the DoorDash driver into custody, so apparently they found him pretty quickly. In a statement, a DoorDash spokesperson said, we are horrified and appalled by this act of violence. We have banned the perpetrator from our platform, and we're fully supporting law enforcement with the investigation and hope justice is served. We've reached out to the victim to offer our support, and our thoughts are with him and his family. Wow. So original. We're so shocked by this. We're horrified that somebody used a gun from DoorDash to shoot an employee who's underage about a fucking milkshake. We're horrified. Devastated. Oh my God. Whatever should we do? I know. Let's send our thoughts and prayers to the victim, because that's going to make the gunshot wound heal a lot better. Trust me, I don't think Chick-fil-A has very good medical coverage. And if they do, God bless that person, because I'm sure the hospital bill will be pretty low. There won't be much of a deductible. And I'm sure he'll be back ready to work the next day. He's not going to lose any wages. How about you pay the goddamn person? How about that? Okay? How about you go ahead and offer some money? Get a freaking fund running for this guy. Okay? It's your fucking employee that went ahead and shot him. Okay? You got to take some responsibility in regards to that. Not the statement, we're horrified. Oh my God, we never knew such a thing could happen. Really? Have you been watching the news? Have you been watching? Apparently guns are flying everywhere, shooting everybody, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter where you are. A random gun just could go off. It doesn't matter what state either. I mean, it doesn't have to be Texas, doesn't have to be Florida, doesn't have to be New Hampshire, doesn't have to be New York, definitely doesn't have to be Chicago. I mean, that happens on a daily basis anyway. You know, I'm sorry, the cutting news in Chicago is never going to be a shooting. That's always going to be an aftermath, because it happens all the goddamn time. It happens all the time. It's just outrageously, and it's like, you're going to go ahead and issue a statement that is so bland. It basically is a universal statement for everybody. We've reached out to the victim to offer our support. What support are you going to offer them? Okay? Are you going to say, hey, man, if you need somebody to talk to, let us know. We don't have anybody that's really qualified to talk to you about such trauma, but you have our prayers. You have our prayers, and you're with our thoughts, and we hope you're healed, and you can go back to work tomorrow. Because we need you. We need you to go ahead and fling those chicken sandwiches. We need you to go ahead and make sure the milkshakes get done in a timely manner so nobody else shoots us. Okay? Nobody else needs to shoot us over a damn milkshake. Nobody needs to go ahead and shoot anybody over a milkshake anyway. But that's how crazy our world is. Sylvia said it's a franchise company. I know it's a franchise. I know DoorDash is a franchise, but still, this is not like an everyday incident. This is not supposed to be a blanket statement over the course of all the shootings that come from DoorDash. Okay? DoorDash people, you know what? Nobody should be doing this.
You're there to, I mean, what's it going to take, really? I mean, think about this. All right? I had an experience 2 days ago. I went to get dinner. Excuse me. I went to get dinner at Burger King. I'm using their app because, hey, they have deals on there, and I can get points. And the more points I get, the more food I can fill my fat ass with. Okay? I might be able to get a free fucking Whopper. You know? That's good news. That's good. I like that. Give me points. So I used the app. Now, number one, cars were like it was 5 deep. And I'm not talking about 5 inches deep, you sick fucks. I'm talking about 5 cars deep was the drive-thru to get to the actual speaker. I'm fine. Just whatever. I finally get to the speaker in a decent amount of time. I mean, it took a little while, but hey, listen, I understand people are slow. People are, they're backed up. They don't have the... Anyway, so I got there and I'm fine. I gave my order. Say, yeah, I had a mobile order. Thank you very much. Okay, move on to the next window. So obviously I'm having to wait in line because other people are there. I don't move after I've gone through the speaker. I don't move for a good 10 minutes. I do not move an inch. I'm sitting there idle. I put my car in park because I do not want to ride my brake. 10 goddamn minutes before I move. Okay? At this point in time, that's 9 minutes too long for this DoorDash son of a bitch before he starts shooting up the place. Where is my fucking food? Why are you taking so long? Bang, 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 bang. You know what? It's just... that's 9 minutes way too long before this guy just opens fire. That's too long. He's going to go ahead and just pop a cap in somebody's ass. So... 10 minutes I'm waiting, and I'm calm. I'm over here on my phone. I'm going through social media. The same thing I would be doing if I'm taking a shit. I'm just going through social media and just waiting. Finally, I move. Finally get to the window. Apparently, they work 5 orders at a time. I don't know. I never worked for Burger King. Apparently, they work 5 orders at a time because those 5 orders went almost back to back to back, thinking, okay, they had a slow-ass customer. They finally are in the groove. All right, here we go. Let me get my food. My ass is hungry. I'm sitting there at the fucking window telling this woman I have a mobile order. My order is the mobile order. What did you have with that? I look at her wide-eyed. I'm saying I had the mobile. Do I need to tell you exactly what I put on the mobile order? It's not on your screen. How does this fucking thing work? I'm looking at her like, are you that dumb? Do you not see anything? Because if there was a problem with the register, she would say, hey, listen, your mobile order didn't really... I see we charged you. I see that you have an order, but it's not displaying the items. Can you please tell me what you had? What did you have? Well, I'll tell you what I have, and I listed it off. So it's like, did you have a soda? Yeah, I had a soda. Give me my fucking soda. And that soda, by the way, was sitting there for 5 minutes. So all the ice is melted and it's watered down. So fantastic service so far. Again, this would have prompted DoorDash guy to go ahead and, I'm telling you, did not get your food in time, that's it, open fire. I mean, honestly, that's what this DoorDash guy would probably do. Because apparently he could not wait a couple of minutes for a milkshake to be done. I waited 10 minutes in line, plus another 10 minutes at the goddamn window, facing said person who took my order, or just punched the button to go ahead and charge my card for the order. And I'm over here waiting for my food. Waiting 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Now, this is supposed to be fast food. You know what? Usually, the whole time I'm there is 30 minutes. I could have probably eaten at Chili's. I'm just saying. I could have probably done that. And they're usually short-staffed. I finally get my food. I'm not fucking leaving because I know they probably fucked up somewhere. I'm taking a look at the food and say, hey, I'm missing a sandwich. Huh? I'm missing a sandwich. So get this. Just get this real quickly. So they seal the bag up like it's a fucking Christmas gift. I don't know why they didn't do that. But anyway, they seal the bag up. Oh, fuck that. I'm tearing open the bag because I've had too many freaking problems where I've had missing food just because I trusted the process of them sealing the bag. No, I opened up the bag, went through my food. I'm missing a sandwich. I had 2 sandwiches in here. Where the fuck's my other sandwich? You know, my wife and kid are waiting at home. It's been 30 minutes since I've been here. Not the drive, been here. What did you have? And I told the sandwich. Was that in the same order? Yes. Is this a DoorDash order? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Just give me my sandwich. I mean, it's the same goddamn order, lady. Just give me my sandwich. You have a line of cars because you're too stupid to fucking fill the order. Give me my sandwich, and I'm on my way. Oh, well, we just need to know if it's a DoorDash or we need to seal it. Just give me my sandwich. Listen, having a wife and kid with COVID, sleeping on the couch, you don't get much sleep. You tend to get a little cranky. Just a little bit. I usually have no problem with this Burger King. I really don't. I really don't have any issue. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to cause this person, number one, to not fulfill the complete order. Because even the receipt is taped to the bag. And the receipt shows the full order I put in. How can you not match the order with what is on the receipt? Oh, I know, because I'm peeking. I'm seeing everything that's going on in there. And I see 4 bags for takeout or drive-through orders. 4 bags. 4 of them. Why? Because I see these other bags getting filled up, ready to go, and my bag is still just... Is there no order in this place? See, I would think if you're in a drive-through, you get the order, you fill the order, you give the order. And then the next one, get the order, fill the order, give the order. That just makes sense. Why do we need 4 bags? Because you're not doing anything right. And now I know why. When I was 4 to 5 cars deep in that line, now I know why those 4 or 5 cars, finally, when they moved quick. Oh, because they're doing 5 at a time. But if you're the 6th person, well, you got to wait for those other 4 bags to get filled up before they go ahead and send you off. It's like, oh, and they want $15 an hour? They want to pay these guys $15 an hour? God bless them. I just wish they knew a better solution to go ahead and get my Burger King order. That's all. I don't ask for much. When I go to fast food, I expect the food to be fast. I understand it gets busy, which is why I had a problem, but I'm not going to go ahead and lose my temper for a 10-minute wait. I'm not going to lose my temper for, a little bit slow, a little bit behind. Listen, you may have had a big order. The people back there that are shoveling the cow sludge into the fryer probably fell behind a little bit. Maybe the fries were not dropped in time, so we probably have to wait another 4 or 5 minutes for the fries to be done. In the meantime, I get fresh fries. Yay me. But it's like, when you have stupidity like that's not a short-staffed issue. That is, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing issue. I don't know how to complete my job in a timely manner or a professional manner. I'm not doing something right. I'm too busy with 4 other orders on top of your order to make sure it's filled properly before I seal it. Make sure, because when I seal it, that means there's no COVID getting in that bag. Because if there's COVID already, it's not getting out. Burger King, I love you, man. I love Burger King. I love their chicken fries, by the way. If you ever had their chicken fries, delicious. 813-699-5353. Yeah. Dealing with the household with COVID is not easy. This is my wife's 2nd time with COVID, but it's not as bad as the first time. First time she was really bad.
I'm not talking about like, she was losing her breath and she needed to go to the hospital or anything like that. But I'm talking about, she had the cough, she had the body aches, and she had she was worn down. Like when she finally got cleared from COVID and she went back to work, she could barely last a half the day because it wore her down. This time around, she felt crappy at work, came home, took the test, positive. But after that day, I think after that day, she felt a lot better. And the next day, body aches were gone. Still had the stuffed up nose, still sneezing. You got the drippage going on, so there's the coughing that comes up with that. So that's what she's doing right now. Right now, she's dealing with a little bit of cough, a little bit of nasal drip, just fun stuff. It's not fun, I'm telling you. And now I got my son dealing with it. Now, luckily for us, he only had to miss one day of school or one day of camp. He's at actually summer camp now, or was. So he didn't feel good. He had a headache, and he's tired. He just crashed out on Friday night, and then Saturday he just was not there. But the next day he felt better, which is good. Now all this whole time right now, he's been back to normal. But he's still testing positive, though. My wife went ahead and tested. We tested today just to see if anything improved. She's testing with a very, very slight line on the second one, but it's still testing positive. Stefan tested 2 lines straight, dark red. So we're trying to wait it out. Me, still negative, and I'm right around these guys. I'm the one sleeping on the couch, but hey, you know what? Philip, thank you very much. Listen, prayers going on to what's happening with you. Hopefully everything's all right. Prayers to your family as well. But yeah, it's the solo show, 813-699-5353 if you want to join in. Let's see. We talked about the DoorDash guy. We talked about the Reese's peanut butter cup thingy. We should really talk about Vince McMahon a little bit more because 13 minutes from now, it is going to be time for SmackDown to go live on the air, and he is going to open up SmackDown tonight. Going to make a big announcement. I don't know what that fucking big announcement is. Maybe he's retiring. Maybe he's finally selling the company. But he stepped down as CEO. Stephanie McMahon, who had walked away from her job to spend more time with her family, that was the excuse there a month ago. All of a sudden now, she's better. She's spent enough time with them where she's now the interim CEO. And then we got a couple other things here. Fisher Price in the news. We have the man who blames rough sex of causing his pregnant girlfriend to die. Fisher Price, I told about that. State trooper with the Walmart motorized cart on the interstate. I mean, seriously? Come on, man. So what we'll do is I got to get a little bit more liquid in my throat here because I'm starting to cough a little bit. By the way, I'm negative, so I'm negative on the COVID. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some tunes. All right, taking a little bit longer of a break than usual. Hey, listen, I'm going solo, so I'm going to try to take a little bit more time together. So what I'm going to do is play a couple of songs. We got one from Dirty Minds Detroit, and then we have one from Muggsy. 2 songs, 9 minutes total for the songs, and then we have like a small bit that we usually play. It's about a minute, so give it 10 minutes. Get back with us at the top of the hour, and I'm going to see if we can go ahead and actually get Fox streaming so we can get this McMahon thing, because I really can't wait. I have it recorded, but I really can't wait. I got to see what's going on here. And I don't know if we're going to get kicked off or not, but you know what? Whatever. And I'm sure they'll release my claim 2 minutes later. I don't really fucking care. So anyway, don't go anywhere. And if you do go somewhere, come on back at the top of the hour. And again, our number 813-699-5353. stay where you are. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
music, just breathing that air for something to use it. It's amazing how these people look at you different, because you're not the same, man, it's just so infant. What do you want me to be, just like you? Nah, 1 + 1 for me doesn't equal 2. How is it when this world works? But these people will all rise above. It's a democracy, so approximately my rage will burst out, and all you have to do is just stop with me. Increase the peace at least for once, so we can breathe without all. Yeah, and in tears, cause right now we are all crying in the rain, ripping our hair out, going insane, yeah. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. But if the feeling was right, you might comprehend me. Yeah, come on. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. But if the feeling was right, you might comprehend me. Now I'm gonna be talking about myself, a lonely wolf, and you're all the wealth. Pulling the finger is like pulling a trigger, blow my brains out. When you call me Wigger, you go figure. F you to the pussy, see the baggy jeans and chains to label me like I'm some kind of Barney C. Why? Because my skin is white and not black. It's the love for hip-hop, not to be labeled as that. It's a disappointment for your enjoyment as a joke. I feel like grabbing my hands around your throat to choke. I know it's scary, but that's the very thing I'm intent to do. If it comes to that, man, there's no stopping me to you. We all go a little mad sometimes, maybe because all the haters know how to push all the bad lines. Why? Because they just don't like who we are. So what? We are fine to become an inner star. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. But if the feeling was right, you might comprehend me. Yeah, come on. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. But if the feeling was right, you might comprehend me. Why is it when these people say respect off, when they turn into two faces walking down the dark hall? It's because they don't have a change of heart. All they love to do is rip people apart. Dissing is the mission, giving their suicidal ignition a thumbs up for the people to be witnessing. Trust me, I know, I've been through that horror show, saw the light and thought it was a no-go. But to top it all off, just be yourself underneath. Just look up to the skies and think about the peace, at least because we are that beautiful person. Just to be earning what we are deserving. A little respect, is that too much for the sake of it? And to be awakening from it? No, because we've got something to prove. Coming together as a culture, we have nothing to lose. Yeah. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. But if the feeling was right, you might comprehend me. Yeah, come on. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. But if the feeling was right, you might comprehend me. Yeah, come on. And I don't claim to understand you, but I've been looking around and haven't found anybody like you.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so frickin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was itching to fill out my belly with the piping hot jelly of the best damn treat in the world. He's talking Pop-Tarts. And I saw a stick of butter and it almost made me shudder and scream like a baby girl. I don't want a giant penis or a rocket trip to Venus. I don't want to win the lottery. I just want to squat and gobble till I'm dizzy and I wobble in a butterfruit and Joe Tart dream. So I put butter on a Pop-Tart. It was so friggin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. Everybody, come along with us. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so friggin' good. Yeah, have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. Pop-Tart! With butter. butter?
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's the Charles Richardson Show.
Behalf of the men and women of your husband's command and our great nation, sincere sympathy in your great loss. We share in your sorrows. Your husband was
All right. Welcome back to the show, everybody. 813-699-5353. It's the number to call.
falling out of the darkness.
Who is Ricky DuBose? Gotta check the look at that real quick. I will tell you this, though. I'll look up Ricky here in just a second. But right now, they're just about ready to start SmackDown, and I really want to hear what's happening with Vince McMahon. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this rolling. So he's coming out to his regular music, apparently. There he is. Wearing a regular suit, happy as can be, jogging out, or walking out with his standard Mr. McMahon walk or strut. Got the chorus singing about with the fans, so they're doing their thing. And he is coming out to the Mr. McMahon character. Now, there was some speculation if he was going to do the Mr. McMahon character, if he's just going to come out as, plain old Vince. So, hang on a second. And
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. McMahon!
all right, so they did not announce him as the CEO of WWE. So, here we go.
It is a privilege, as always, to stand before you here tonight, the WWE Universe. Especially a privilege to stand here in this ring in Minnesota.
Just the same cheese.
I'm here simply to remind you of the 4 words we just saw in what we call the WWE signature. Those 4 words are then, now, forever, and the most important word is together. Welcome to SmackDown.
That's it. That's it. That's all he had to say. God. What a disaster. I mean, that's what we waited. He was going to make an appearance, and he was going to go ahead and make an announcement. And that's what it is? What a ruse. What a ruse from McMahon. I mean, he wanted people to tune in, and I'll tell you one thing, for maybe 2 minutes, he got people to tune in to see what he was going to do. And he did absolutely not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. We got a caller. What's up?
Hi, Charles.
Hi, how you doing? Who's this?
This is Carol. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I am doing just wonderful here in Minnesota.
Ah, okay. So you're right there where SmackDown's taking place.
I am right here, right down the street.
Nice.
Maybe you could say.
All right. Hey, we actually have another call coming in, so let me merge you. This one's from the 910. This one's from the 910 area code. Hello.
Hey, man. I just. Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm new on the radio.
No, it's okay. Go ahead,
man. I was calling to talk about Vince McMahon.
Sure.
I think that this is just the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg. of what's going to come out about Vince.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, there was a lot of accusations back in the day about him having gay sex with Shawn Michaels.
That's interesting. I never heard that.
Vince is your biggest gay person.
Yeah.
So, all right. I know of Joe, and what is your name, sir?
I'm Mikey.
Mikey. Okay. So Joe and Mikey, you both believe that there's going to be allegations coming out. Shawn Michaels. Now, was it Shawn Michaels taking it in the ass, or was he giving it to Vince in the ass?
They both take it in the ass.
Okay. So they all right. So
I'm gonna have to. Is this? You say this lady's name is Joe?
Joe.
I think Joe's wrong. Joe, let me tell you this. If it was strictly
it's Carol.
oral, no anal. Oh, I'm sorry, Carol. I thought you said Joe. Strictly oral. There's no way in hell. I mean, no way in hell that Vince McMahon let anybody in his back door. He is too much of a man's man. Now, a pecker in his face, that's a different story.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Look at them shoulders on. Look at them shoulders on Vince. Will you look at them shoulders? They're for holding on, honey, while you get it in the butt.
Look here.
she has a point. She really does.
Come on now. Vince is all man, except for when he's with another man. Let's play.
He's all man on his suit only.
I think Joe over here is a Vince McMahon loyalist. Let me go and put that out there. Joe over here is somebody that has been planted here. Conspiracy theory, planted here by the WWE, which is also a subsidiary of Viacom. Nobody knows about that.
Right.
And is now feeding us just her agenda. I can't believe that. Vince McMahon would never, ever, and I mean ever, heard of a man penetrating his rectum. It ain't never happened.
Oh, Mikey, where have you been? What show have you been watching? He gets jabbed in that ass 24/7.
Now wait a second, you two. Now hold on. I do have claims to back up what the gentleman is saying, because Mr. McMahon is known for showing his ass and making guys kiss his ass. I think he really has a thing going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He shows his ass just as much as he gives his ass out.
I'm telling you, I think so.
The closest anybody gets to that ass, Mr. Richard, is a rim job. And that's only on a need-to-know basis.
But still, you know, that's
the first intercontinental champion.
But that's penetrating the prostate, which still can get him an erection.
I'll tell you what Vince McMahon looks like after a big evening. Bukkake.
I don't even know what bukkake looks like, honestly.
Please throw Joe off. I can't believe this. This is a family show, madam.
No, it's not.
A family show.
No, it's not. Wrong show. You must have called the wrong show. You called the wrong goddamn show. I tell you that much. Family show.
I can't believe the words that are coming. Wow. Do you kiss Vince McMahon's asshole with that mouth, lady? Because
probably does, because it's probably cleaner than Vince McMahon's ass.
I am 66 years old. I have watched Vince McMahon since my 37 at this point.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. If Vince McMahon's wait a minute.
The butt as good as taking it.
Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute.
You secretly want to do them, don't you?
Wait a minute.
You want to do them, Mikey?
Wait a minute. You guys need to get a room. You guys need to sell this out orally.
Not with me.
I wouldn't want to see her big girthy dick. I bet she's got one. You big tranny. Now what? Who's it? Who wants some next?
All right, guys. Hey, listen, I appreciate you coming in and giving me some entertainment on the show. I appreciate it, you guys. You guys have a good one, though, okay?
Hey, Charles, I'm a quilter. Do you want me to quilt you a rug for on top of that head?
Nah, that's okay. I appreciate it, though. Have a good one, guys.
Do it, buddy. You look good.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. That was two jokesters going ahead and having fun. That's cool. All right. I'm going to bring in Alyssa. She is coming remotely live all the way across the living room. And she is joining us here. Let's go ahead and make sure she has got her mic. Go ahead and then test it real quick. 1, 2.
Hello?
Yep. Okay, we're good.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear you? Now, I'm glad you're able to go ahead and actually and be on the show, because there is one article here that
I think if anybody would have an emotional attachment to, or at least some knowledge about, or something in regards to infants, this would be right up your alley. So Fisher-Price apparently has baby rockers. And I guess is baby rocker a thing?
What do you mean?
So, like, this looks like just like a little cradle. You put the baby in it, and it kind of like rocks the baby back and forth.
Okay. All
right. So, according to this, there's been at least 13 infants that have passed away over the past dozen years for Fisher-Price's infant to toddler rocker and newborn toddler rocker. And they're doing a recall on it. According to a doctor, they're saying that no inclined product made by Fisher-Price or any other company is safe for an infant's sleep. Only a firm, flat surface is safe. So, I know you're not a doctor or anything like that, but you've worked with infants a long time. Is that true?
Yeah, and that's what they say is that you're not supposed to put the baby in there to sleep. And they actually put those warnings on the product. This is not intended for sleeping. So, I mean, it's just
what is it? What is it?
What they've been told.
What is it for then? Like, is it? I mean, I'm not understanding. So you're laying this baby down. It looks like it's a little bit of looks like a lazy boy for a toddler. And it does. I mean, it's like you're laying your head back. Your legs
I know what it looks like.
So it's like a lazy boy for a toddler, and it rocks. What is this used for?
You can use it just as a place for the baby to lay down while they're awake, or it can be used to rock the baby to sleep. But then you're supposed to transfer the baby to a bassinet or a crib
so they can go to sleep officially. Well, just put down for a nap or put down for the night.
Right.
Okay. So according to another infant died in 2019 while lying in the kids' 2 Bright Stars rocker. Kids encouraged to call it. They're actually. Parents are called 1-800-230-8190 or visit the website to report incidents and ask questions. Infant rockers are designed to gently swing back and forth, thus providing a soothing, calming motion to relax babies, not for sleeping. Other types of baby products have include baby bouncers, infant positioners, and inclined sleepers, also known as baby nests, docks, pods, loungers, or nappers, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. So this thing here, these rockers, this is just to go ahead and kind of relax the baby or the infant.
Yeah.
The doctor said that the agency discovered the deaths were more than 2 months ago, but were unable to warn the public due to what's called a gag rule, which prohibits the organization from communicating negative information about the product or company until the company has had a chance to respond. Well, they definitely had a chance to respond. Even though Fisher-Price cooperated, the agency fought an uphill battle to release this information to warn parents and caregivers when they need to warn the public about a pattern of death and injury tied to the product. It should be able to be quickly communicated. So apparently the label that says you can't go ahead and have the baby sleep in this one, that's not doing it enough. Does that clear Fisher-Price's name, though?
I mean, usually, I don't know about that specific one, but most of those, I mean, right on the seat, in plain sight, it says, this is not intended for sleeping.
I'm reading it off. Okay, so it says in the passage, is by just laying, not sleeping, I'm sorry, just laying in a Fisher-Price infant to toddler rocker or newborn to toddler rocker, just laying down, not sleeping. My apologies.
So
this is something different. So what could be causing this? I mean, what
was it knocked over?
No, I wouldn't think that's the case. No inclined products made for an infant sleep. So so one of them is saying, okay, so the beginning of the report says that these infants died while laying in a Fisher-Price product. It doesn't say that they were trying to sleep. It just says that they were laying in this product. It was just showing. It was just showing that these infants died on this product. It didn't say if they were sleeping or not.
My guess is probably they were.
They were probably trying to, right? And they're just not following the correct way to do this. Now, these things, are there other things that we could go ahead and rock the babies to sleep instead of, okay, they get rocked on this device, and then all of a sudden they're forgotten about and they fall asleep without the parents like, oh, we're just going to put them to bed. No, they're sleeping. Don't move them.
I mean, that's just the way it is, none of these products are meant for the baby to stay asleep in. There are some bassinets that rock. Okay. That you could, because it's a flat, stable surface, you could leave the baby in after they fall asleep.
But they could, but they rock as well, just like this thing.
Yeah, but it's the incline and the positioning of the baby that's the issue.
Right. This is definitely not a flat surface. This literally, like I mentioned, it's like a baby lazy boy. It really looks like it. So, all right. So people
a lot of parents use them too, like for really young babies. If they're, trying to do something around the house, the baby's awake, and they just need somewhere to put the baby down. They'll put the baby down in there. Sometimes they have like little toys that hang from the top of it.
Right, like a little rattle and stuff like that.
Yeah, that the baby can play with while they're getting, doing other stuff like, cleaning a house or folding laundry or something like that. Just a place to put the baby down so they're not having to hold it all the time.
Okay. All right. So, the other thing, you can always put them in like in a walker or something like that, especially if they're learning to, it depends on how young
Not when
they
they're
are.
that little, though.
No? Okay. See, that's what I'm over here. We never had to do it with a baby. We just had Stefan. He was just 2 and he was running into the house before. No chance of doing that. So, all right. So people that look into any type of rockers just know that, hey, you're not going to go ahead and use this to sleep, right? You're just going to go ahead and use this to rock and settle the baby down, maybe to stop going ahead and crying for a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, it might help to soothe them if they're upset for some reason. If they, they're fussy, you can use it to help soothe the baby, but it's ultimately not meant for sleeping.
Gotcha. Well, have you heard about the Chrisleys, the reality show stars Todd and Julie? They have been convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion, and they're facing up to 30 years in prison. Now, this was reported about 10 days ago, so things probably have escalated a little bit. But the reality stars, the Chrisleys, they're facing 30 years in prison after being convicted. Following a 3-week trial in Atlanta, a federal jury began deliberating on Friday and on Tuesday, which was last week or a week before last, actually, found the Chrisley Knows Best star guilty on all counts. The celebrity couple had been accused of inflating their net worth while seeking loans from smaller banks, which did less vetting than their larger counterparts in order to secure more than $30 million in fraudulent loans. Todd filed for bankruptcy in 2012. $20 million in loan debt was erased. The Chrisleys were also accused of dodging taxes as early as 2009, with him having skipped out on a $500,000 tax bill that year. You would think that they make enough money, they wouldn't have to take out loans. They were a pretty popular reality show. You would think any debt would be able to be erased pretty quickly.
If you ever watched that show?
No, they're geeky. I don't like them.
They spend money hand over fist.
I'm over here thinking that's just a show. I didn't think that was actually real.
The things that they're, because I mean, I'm not a regular watcher of the show, but I've watched it occasionally. And they're spending money on things that are just like extravagant and just crazy. And yeah, I'm sure that they probably don't really have a whole lot left over after that.
It's kind of sad when you go ahead and you have you actually have a couple of reality shows. There's Chrisley Knows Best, Growing Up Chrisley, Cooking with Julie Chrisley. I mean, they had shows upon shows upon shows, for crying out loud.
Those aren't all focused on them.
But they get paid on them, don't they? It's not focused on them, but it's part of their family.
Not as much,
no?
Because the cooking one is one of their kids, I think. And
yeah, Cooking with Julie.
The other one is about their kids too. So
yeah. Oh no, Cooking with Julie. That's the wife.
Oh, is that the wife?
That's the wife. Yeah.
Okay.
And they have a podcast, the Chrisley Confessions. Yeah, these things that I just rattled off. These are things that involve the husband and wife.
Yeah.
So, sentencing for the Chrisleys has been set for October 6th, and again, like I said, they could face up to 30 years in a federal bang me in the ass prison.
They also have several kids, and their kids spend all their money too.
At some point in time,
they've got like adult kids that are living with them.
At some point in time, you got to put the fist down and it's like, hey, stay the fuck out of my bank account. What the hell are they doing?
They've got a couple that are like one or two that are teenagers, and then the others are adults, but they live with them still, and so they're spending all their money too. So, and I mean, it's extravagant, just ridiculous stuff that they spend their money on. So it does not surprise me that they're needing to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah. But let's say, all the money that they would have made on that reality show, I'm over here thinking it's like, at some point in time, you got to be a little bit smarter with your money. I mean, listen, you and I, we don't make nearly as much as they do. We're horrible with our money. So, I mean, I get it. But it's like, what type of extravagant lifestyle do you really need to live? I mean, how much shit do you really need? I mean, it's just... Well... It just makes you think. It's like, what do you spend your money on? My God. Live within your means.
When you've got enough of it,
I guess.
You find things.
Apparently you don't have enough because they're taking out $30 million loans, or trying to at least. Well, you don't have it, apparently. They're trying to go ahead and just, they just went into self-destruction.
They run a business.
That apparently it's failing.
Huh?
Apparently it's failing.
Right, and I'm not exactly sure what their business is. I don't really know, but
their business is spending money, apparently.
Well, yeah, but if
business is good.
If their business is failing, then they're probably trying to bail it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, when you're behind bars for 30 years because of tax evasion and fraud, it ain't gonna look good. That business is probably on the fritz now, as it ever was.
I think it was on. There was issues with it before. That's why they got into this whole mess, I think.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I mean, it was a fun show. It really was. I don't even know if it's still on the air. I mean, even before this, I don't think it's
I don't
been
know.
off the
I
air for a
haven't
while.
seen it in a while. But, yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was.
Just some of the ridiculous stuff that they did and that they said were pretty funny.
There was another show that I think I found more funny. It was on the Aussies, the Osborne reality show.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that's good. You got this old man who is a rock star heavy metal artist, and you watch him just act like an old fogey. It's like, honest to God, it's like bring me my bat, give me my oxygen. I'm over here fiddling around with this. I can't keep still. I got this little fidget spinner here. and I'm over here pushing buttons
You
and everything.
stole
like
my fidget spinner.
Is this yours? It was right here on the
That's
desk.
why it was there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
I
can
did
play
find
with it. It's okay. I've got another one if you want.
Does it have COVID on it? Because I'm gonna have to go ahead and yeah.
I haven't played with it since last week, so.
Okay. Well, you were feeling pretty crappy last week, though.
I was fine last week. What are you talking about?
Yeah. The Ozzy and Sharon show. I don't know what it was. I don't know exactly what it was called. No, it was the Osbournes. The Osbournes. That's what it was. That's what it was called. So it was a reality show about Sharon, Ozzy, their kid, and all their... and Ozzy just yelling. That's all it was. It was Ozzy yelling most of the time, trying to figure out where half the time he had to go to the bathroom. So it's like Sharon's like, "You need help." So anyway, 813-699-5353. We're gonna do memes because we haven't done memes in over a week. We have them kind of backed up, kind of like constipation. So we got the memes being constipated right now. So let's go ahead and run this thing here.
We have.
Oh, hang on a second. I was actually watching SmackDown because Vince McMahon was supposed to make an announcement. It sounded stupid though, so I'm not even gonna get into it. What a waste of time that was. All right, let's get into the memes. Memes are brought to you by everybody but me because I didn't contribute in any of this shit. Honestly, I'm just going to have to be completely honest. So we'll start off with a saying here. Raising the price of gas will never get me to buy an electric car. I will buy a donkey and name him Brandon.
Okay.
I never knew what this Brandon... What is the thing with Brandon? I don't understand it. I never got it.
I don't know.
You didn't know either? I have no idea.
I mean, I could think of, like, my thought goes to Looney Tunes where I'm going to take him home and love him and name him George.
Oh, my God. You got to take the donkey home, love him, and feed him, and call him Brandon. Anyway. Here's the Walmart logo renamed Biden. Pay more, live worse. Bet you all ain't laughing at these Amish no more. They clickety-clacking right past the gas station. They are. But they have to feed them the horse feed, which has probably gone up too. So, don't judge them yet. Oh, this is going to go away. Yep, of course. Let's try this again. Sorry about that, folks. All right, David points out... Oh, this is Karen's post, so... David points out to the kids he shaved this morning. David says, "Nice. Did you trim it, or did it fall out because you're old?" That's cold. Okay, this is a banker with the clown, I guess, applying for a loan. Technically, he's right, Dan. It says right here in the contract, customer may pay off loan with a single balloon payment, and the clown has a balloon. Wouldn't it be that easy if we just go ahead and show up with a balloon, and that's our payment?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. All right, here's a horse in bed reading 50 Shades of Hay. The caption says they slipped behind the barn and quickly removed each other's harness there with nothing to rein them in. It would be a night of unbridled passion. Anyway, kid and dad talking. My kid says, "I feel like you're always making up the rules and stuff." And I say, "Like what?" Kid says, "Like, if I don't clean my room, a portal will open and take me to another dimension." I say, "Well, that's what happened to your older brother." And kid said, "What older brother?" And I said, "Exactly." Here's a bartender behind the bar. I shouted to the barmaid, 2 large pints of lager, please. She says, "I'm not deaf." I said, "Sorry, I noticed your wedding ring and the black eye. I presumed you had a problem listening." Oh, shit.
That's bad.
That's cold. There's a really creepy guy here. Save money on gas by removing pride flags from your car. It reduces drag. Oh, God. Here's just a regular saying here. Yesterday, I took a condom, I put mayonnaise on it, and threw it in the neighbor's yard, and they're still fighting.
Oh, God.
I was riding in an Uber with a gay male colleague when his Grindr app notification went off on his phone. The female Uber driver says, "I know that sound. My husband plays that game all the time." How bad? How bad? Repeat. Me and the yard sale lady. How much? I say, how much for that angry lawn gnome? Yard sale lady said, "That's my toddler." Me to the bank account. Me say, "I want to travel." Bank account says, "Where? To work?" Oh my God! There's a cat right underneath one of those. It's hard to describe. The window shades, the plastic window shades.
Blinds.
The blinds, yep. My cat staged its own murder to have me locked up because dinner was 5 minutes late. That's cold. Here's one of those memes that has the lady on the top and the guy on the bottom, as a cartoon character. The lady says, "I call my pussy the lotto because men are lucky to hit it." And Skeletor at the bottom, the guy, "I thought you called that, I thought you called it that because you were always scratching it."
Oh.
You know, right? Here's a person wearing a Mickey sweater with the hands right around her waist or her ass. How to not wear a Disney sweater. This one is...
missed part of that, hun.
Oh,
his head is supposed to look like it's peeking through the shirt.
Oh, that's right.
Looks like it's up her.
Oh my God, that's right. Okay, yeah. So it's a really cool shirt. It's like the shirt or a sweater has the Mickey back on it, so you see, his butt, his feet are facing the other way, and his hands are up, but he's peeking through the shirt. And all you see is just the neck. You don't see his head. So, yeah, it kind of looks like... For those of you people that are not watching, I hate you, because I have to describe this. Where do I go to apply for fuel stamps? Yeah, I know, right? And finally, Lilo and Stitch parody. The two girls that say, "You're crazy." And it says, "It was at that moment Myrtle Edmonds knew she had fucked up." Yeah, whatever. We'll go with that. And that is your memes.
No, read the bottom of it.
I read this in Morgan Freeman's voice. Oh, okay. Anyway, that is the memes for today, June 17th, 2022, right here on the Charles Richardson Show.
This is a really bad angle.
Yeah, it's never a good angle when you're not in the studio. I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. It's, you're doing what you can. But anyway, Alyssa is coming clearly across the living room in our bedroom, I should say, one that I am not allowed to visit. My bedroom is out there just outside this door in the living room. That's where my bedroom is right now. Let's talk about this guy who blames rough sex after allegedly beating and strangling a heavily pregnant girlfriend to death. A man in Texas, where everything is bigger, has been charged with capital murder of his girlfriend and their unborn baby girl after he allegedly told the police that rough sex was the cause of it. Paul Raymond Chandler. I mean, that sounds Days of Our Lives all over. 20 years old, he was placed under arrest for the beating and strangulation death of Casey Wolford, who was 19. This is according to the Wichita Falls Police Department. An arrest warrant reviewed states that Chandler called police shortly after 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday to report that his wife was dead and blue in the face. When responders arrived at the Deer Parkway home in Wichita Falls, they found Wolford on her back laying next to an air mattress. According to the warrant written by Wichita Falls Detective Tanner Fowler, it was believed that Wolford, who was obviously pregnant, yeah, she can't be fat, obviously, right? Obviously pregnant, had been dead for several hours in the couple's upstairs bedroom. The victim wore only a T-shirt and had blood coming from the corner of her mouth. Detective Fowler stated that there were signs of livity indicative of the body being moved. So apparently, obviously he wanted the air mattress all to himself so he can get some sleep. A examination at the Southwest Institute of Forensic Sciences revealed that Wilford was 32 weeks pregnant with a daughter, and that the otherwise healthy unborn child was only dead because the mother had died, according to the affidavit. Wilford died of strangulation by both her throat and by compression to her chest. Further examination showed the blood from the victim's mouth stemmed from her bottom lip being ripped away from the gums. Hey, God.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, that is not rough sex. I mean, wow. And that there was bruising and trauma to the head, which of itself was not fatal, but showed significant signs to the medical examiner that the victim was beaten. Chandler allegedly told detectives that he and Wilford went to bed at around 1 a.m. and that he found his girlfriend dead when he woke up hours later. The detective follower said Paul made statements that he didn't know what happened to her, but he believed some unknown person may have climbed through their open second-story window and done something to her.
Right.
Yeah, right. Police also questioned the couple's two roommates, sisters Christian and Elizabeth Rhodes, who lived in the home with one of the women's 8-year-old daughters. During questioning, the woman claimed Chandler and Wilford began arguing around 10 p.m. and continued for about an hour, resulting in Chandler being upset and stating he was going to move out. Wilford appeared downstairs crying before going into the bathroom and returning upstairs a short time later. Neither of the sisters knew why Wilford was upset, according to the police. Detective Fowler said Christian and Elizabeth, who slept in the living room, which is directly below Casey and Paul's room, fell asleep. Elizabeth said sometime between 12:30 a.m. and 2 a.m., she was woken by a loud thud. She heard Casey say, "Stop," then everything got quiet. Elizabeth Rhodes then told the police that she fell back asleep. Police arrested Chandler, read him his rights, after he allegedly admitted to lying about the mystery intruder. According to the arrest warrant, Chandler stated that he and Wilford watched a movie before falling asleep around 1 a.m. and admitted that he and Wilford got into an argument early in the evening, though he claimed it never became physical. He went on to deny that he was ever physical with his girlfriend, even when she slapped him in the past. Chandler went on to say that Wilford died in the course of rough sex. Paul stated, detective continued, Paul stated that after they talked before falling asleep, they engaged in what considered was rough sex, which included Casey being on her back and him putting his hand on her throat and pushing down to impede the airway, choking while having sex. Paul stated that when they were done having sex, Casey told him that her throat hurts, but she also said she loved him. Casey's Facebook page said engaged to Chandler with several posts of the couple. Jail records show that Chandler is being held at Wichita for $1.5 million bond. He's charged with capital murder for multiple persons. Obviously, the baby and the wife, or the girlfriend in this case. So, number one, I don't believe the story of rough sex. Because if you're talking about, unless they really like angry sex, or makeup sex for that matter, which it's possible, you would think the roommates, depending on how long they've been living there, would understand that's like, hey, we're into this type of stuff. You got the handcuffs, you got the whips, you got the leather straps and everything like that. They like this. They're kind of kinky like that. I don't have a problem. I'm not a fan of it, but I don't have a problem with somebody wanting to get choked as long as it's done safely. Safe word. Do that. Hey, listen, everybody has their fetishes, and that is a fetish, but you got to do it safely. The fact that they had an argument and the guy lied about it, somebody sneaking into their 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah. Right there, that's like Amanda Heard taking the stand. Yeah, I really didn't say that. Okay, maybe I did say it, but I didn't say it in these words. Okay, I did say it in these words, but my tone's really quiet. Okay, maybe my tone was kind of loud, but it got in the paper. I don't know how. I didn't want it in the paper. It's just as soon as you screw up, you screwed up by lying. You might as well just come clean and you're going to get charged anyway. You might as well just go ahead and come clean with it. They're going to show up with forensics. They're going to show up. They're going to get your prints. They're going to find the answers. I don't care if you move the body. And if you move the body, that's even worse. That's like going into a car accident and moving your car before the police get there. That's why you never move your car. Never.
because that's where it's like, all right, this is where the accident happened. This is why I got hit. You never move evidence, period. So you screwed up there, buddy. You screwed up. And I think you screwed up when you choked her. You had your girlfriend's lip split from her gums. What rough sex is that? I mean, did you want to go ahead and pull down on her lip while she's blowing you or something? Or I mean, what are we talking about here? You know, you choked.
Maybe he fish hooked her.
Oh, fish. Oh, there you go. Is that a thing? Fish hooking during sex, or just fish hooking? Period. You know, like that guy with the dollar bill at the end. And maybe it was like a piece of food, and she was really hungry because she was pregnant. And oh, you gotta be quick. Oh no, you did get it. Oh, sorry. Let me go ahead and take that. Let me take that hook right out of you.
I meant with his finger.
Yeah, but oh man, yeah, that would hurt. What kind of pleasure do you get in that? Fish hook would be no. Just doing that makes me think of the worst. Like, oh my God, no. How does anybody see pleasure in that? I don't think that was anything pleasurable. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, you committed murder, buddy. Have a nice day. You ain't getting out for a while. Rough sex, my ass. You crazy. 813-699-5353. So we were talking earlier in regards to WWE, and Vince McMahon is now stepping down because of the scandals going on. He paid allegedly $3 million in hush money to cover up an affair, and now he's getting heat on it. So he stepped down as CEO. In turn, while the investigation goes on, he has named his daughter Stephanie McMahon as interim CEO. So, yeah, so it's like, but at the same time, what the funny part is, a month ago, when this all started to come out of the blue, come out of the woodwork, she stepped down from her original post of, I believe, is talent relations or something like that, or brand ambassador. She stepped down from that so she could spend time with her family. Well, I guess she spent enough time with her family after a month, and she's going to CEO now. I mean, hey, you know what? I think she should. Vince should have stuck with the. Somebody went into their 2-bedroom home and strangled Stephanie or strangled somebody else. That would probably have been a better, easy story. So anyway, he made the announcement because yesterday was when he made the announcement he's stepping down as CEO. He made the announcement earlier today. He was going to open up Friday Night SmackDown. He's going to come out. He's going to make an announcement. He's going to be on SmackDown. So it was this whole spectacle that, okay, something is going to happen or something is going to be announced or there's going to be a big reveal. Something of that nature. Nada. He comes out. He says, "Welcome to SmackDown." And a couple other words, and that's it. He threw the microphone and gone. So it's like, what was the purpose of that? Oh, I know. It was a fish hook. No, it was a... they fish hooked everybody, and now our gums are bleeding. It's just that bad. By the way, speaking of gums bleeding, do we want ice cream tonight?
What does that have to do with gums bleeding?
I don't know. I'm thinking here, if you had ice cream on the gums, they would heal a lot better. But I'm just saying, ice cream sounds good.
You're weird.
Just saying. Somebody was mentioning. I was mentioning about the Reese's 1 pound peanut butter cup and thing, and Sylvia was saying she's eating a Klondike double down chocolate cone. I'm thinking, I want. Where do I get that? Where do I get a Klondike double down chocolate cone? Double down. Double down? Like it's like you're going and placing a bet. I'm double downing on your 20. Klondike double down. I mean, everybody's got ice cream cones nowadays. I like the Klondike bars, and I think that's good enough for me. If I want a cone...
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh, I know exactly what I would do. I'd go to the store and buy them. That's what I would do. I mean, I'm sorry. That ad, and I kind of made fun of it early on the show. That ad had got to be the most disgusting, what nasty ass thing could you possibly think of to do? I mean, honestly, that's what it is. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I mean, are you telling me, would I go ahead and have a 500-pound herpes-infested woman go ahead and blow me? Is that it? Is that what you want me to? Is what me to say? Oh, I got a Klondike bar. Great. Now I got herpes for the rest of my life. But I got a Klondike bar. I mean, it's just. Hey, what would you do for a Klondike bar? I would go to the fucking store and buy a 6-pack of Klondike bars. Save me the trouble. I mean, they're not out of stock. They're not going away. It's not like baby formula and there's a shortage. Klondike bars are there everywhere. You can find them. It's the Disney goddamn ice cream bars that you have problems finding. The Mickey ice cream bars. I don't know where the fuck to get them anymore. Walmart never has them. Publix, they're like $10. It's not too much more expensive than Walmart. It's like I think Walmart's like $7.50 or something like that. Joe Hamby commented, people are idiots nowadays. No kidding. We're all idiots. And I say that including myself. We're all idiots in some way, shape, or form. Got 15 more minutes to go. I'm going to play some songs, and then we're going to get out of here. Thank you very much for stopping on in. You don't have any good news, I assume, right?
I do.
You do? Okay, so...
If you don't want to hear it, I don't have to read it.
No, I want to. Let me play a song and a bit, and then it'll be quick, and then we'll come back. Get the good news read, because trust me, the week that we've been having, we need some good news. We really do. We'll play the song, and we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. The weekend, good news is coming your way right after this.
The weekend is almost here. The good news with Alyssa is next. Stay tuned.
sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. When I'm at the mall, I'm in the bathroom trying to clean my balls. When I'm at the beach, I'm in the brown bag trying to tan my cheeks. This is how I roll. Got a cardboard box that I call home. I keep semen in the jar, baby, don't be jealous. No shoes, no shirt, cause I'm fucking homeless. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I ain't trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay. An old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants and I ain't scared to show it. Show it. Show it. Show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm...
Like what you hear? Shoot us an email and boost our ego at rawtalkonline@yahoo.com.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. About ready to go ahead and close this bad boy up here, so we appreciate it. Kind of a rough show. Went solo. Philip was supposed to be on, and this actually the announcement that we were going to make was going to be Philip's last show here on the program. But unfortunately, he had a little family emergency come up, so he wasn't able to make it. So I don't think he'll be back on Monday. So we want to wish Philip the best. You can always hear the Philip Blackman Show from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time on rawtalkonlineradio.com, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, same days as my show. And, feel free to go ahead and tune in. Make sure you subscribe and subscribe to our YouTube. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. Let's go ahead and get Alyssa right here with the good news. Let's do it.
A woman about to be evicted was saved by neighbors who bought the home for her. After being threatened with eviction, a retiree was able to buy the house she had rented for 2 decades after $250,000 was raised by the community on her behalf. Known for having a heart of gold and a pair of green thumbs, Linda Taylor was a beloved neighbor in her Minneapolis community. After arriving in the area 19 years ago as a volunteer to help the homeless and needy, she began renting a small house on 10th Avenue and East 36th Street in the Powderhorn Park District. The 70-year-old retiree became a bright star of the neighborhood. It seemed though that the bright star would be severely darkened, perhaps permanently, when her landlord decided to sell the property and gave her until the end of January to evict. Word gets around tight communities, and after she told one neighbor, the greater part of Powderhorn rallied around her, striking a deal with the landlord that if he would give Miss Linda until the end of June, they would raise the money to buy the house. There was no one-size-fits-all approach to the fundraising efforts. Inflation is at a 40-year high, driven by previous monetary inflation reaching border sectors of the economy, while gas just crossed a national average of $5 a gallon. Yet even in such difficult times, folks were able to open heart, mind, and wallet to make the project a reality. It involved an art show, bake sale, pro bono work by a real estate agent, countless small donations, and other community fund drives to come up with the dough, which they did a full month ahead of time, a full month ahead of the June 30th deadline.
Cool.
Yesterday, I went and did the closing for the house, Taylor said. It makes me feel so good. Everything that I have given is coming back to me, and I want to continue to give. I love this neighborhood.
Awesome. Very good job. And let me go ahead and give that a good round of applause as well. been a rough week for both of us, so hopefully ice cream makes it better. We got Riverdale to catch up on. Well, actually, we've had Riverdale to catch up on before anyway, so. But hopefully we'll go ahead and get it working. You know what? We got a couple of minutes, but I just want to go ahead and make sure you guys go ahead and visit our website, www.rawtalkonlineradio.com. Got a lot of great content to go ahead and view for Monday through Friday especially. Lots of live content. Starting with the morning from 7:30 a.m. Eastern time to 10. DJ Scotty opens it up with the Morning Mayhem. And then from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., it's the Steve Jarrett Morning Show. Lots of great kooky stuff going on there with a lot of great music. Then Monday through Friday from 4 to 6 p.m., it's the Matt Connerton Radio Show. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you have the Philip D. Blackman Show from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern. Then us also right after him, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. And on the weekend, Inside the Mothership with Alien Stone from 12 to 2 p.m. every Sunday. And of course, lots of great programming streaming throughout the week in the middle of all these little holes there. And not fish hook holes. They're not bleeding. It's, yeah, that was a bad joke. Anyway, we want to say, guys, have a great weekend. And of course, again, this is Father's Day coming up Sunday. So hopefully you're remembered for a dad and you get one of those $1.99 Hallmark cards signed. But I look forward to the Juneteenth where I go ahead and get paid. Get paid for that day. I'm going to go ahead and get a bigger gift by getting paid those 8 hours for Juneteenth than I am for Father's Day. I guarantee you that. Because there's no way my wife's going to spend any money on me, very little for that matter, because she needs to save it all for the Backstreet Boys concert that's happening on Tuesday. She needs to save it. Because some way, somehow, she's going to get like a skateboard or some type of scooter, and she's going to tail the bus, and I'll never see her again. She's gonna run away with them, honestly. She's going to see, all right, I did this only so you could see how much of a teenager I could have been when you first saw me, and then that's it. Bye-bye. You're stuck with Stefan. You can have my house. I'm going to go live in a much bigger house. So,
no.
I could be making that up.
Do that.
I could be making that up. I don't know. If they came up and says, Alyssa, come with me if you want to live better. Come with me. If you want to live better. Oh, God. Thank you very much for saving me on the second hour. And thanks for everybody commenting on the show and called the show, even though it was kind of a prank and phony phone call that called the show. But we appreciate it. It was funny.
I don't know that I really did much of anything, but...
Hey, trust me, you did. And we'll see you on Monday. Take care, everybody. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fly too high, get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently. Shadows of the night.